So we met at uni and we basically had a very similar group of friends, kind of like cross paths if you like, on the same course for 2 whole years, never ever met. And then first party it would have been at his house, who he then lived with a whole bunch of friends that were also kind of my friends too. And I moved in with also that group of friends. And first party we were at, he's here with a bright yellow cap on that says lead tenant on it because he was the lead tenant and organised the bills. Also, his name's Pyman, and I've never heard that word before. And I was like, and my friend Hannah's going, oh, Pyman and Dick are going to be here. And I was like, that's a mix of words.
That's a duo, isn't it?
I don't know about. And then anyway, Pyman is the lead tenant.
Yeah. We had like it was almost like a Venn diagram of friends. So like there was certain friends, there was 2 or 3 who we both knew really well. So one of them is Amy's bridesmaid called Hannah Burton. And like I knew, which she was on our course, so I knew her really well. And then you knew her really well, obviously. But like we never met. And then like some of my mates who I lived with, you knew like in first year as well. So you'd known for like 2 years by the time we'd met. And then we met, but we'd never met before or anything. We never crossed paths.
We actually were on the same night out for Hannah's birthday and didn't cross paths. There's pictures of us in, what would it have been, Madame Cou's or something at the time?
Probably, yeah.
And there's pictures of the 2 of us, because I remember what Hannah was wearing on that night. And there's pictures of you were like kicking around, and then there's pictures of me separately, and we just didn't even cross paths, did we?
Never.
No. And then first day of 3rd year it would have been.
Yeah, it was freshers year. It was freshers year, 3rd year, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Because we were playing Spot the Freshie. That's how Tom says it was flirting, but I say it wasn't.
It was flirting. It was flirting.
And we were sitting playing a game of, right, which ones are freshers this year? And I can't remember how we figured out.
Oh, I don't think we ever got the answers, did we? But we were getting on really well. There was 3 of us sat there, and then one person left because they thought, okay, you 2 are getting on well. And then after that, we were like texting for a bit. Nothing actually happened that first night, did it? And then Amy decided that she didn't want to be...
I wasn't interested, I'll be totally honest, was I?
Well, that's what you said at the time. You weren't interested.
Don't say I was.
You definitely were. Every single person, other than you, was like, when is this going to happen? Literally everyone. And so I was just like, I'll go along with it. And then I'll see what happens. You tried to sack me off twice.
Yeah, I did.
But then you kept coming back for more. And then we finally started seeing each other.
10 years later, we finally get married.
And then a quick engagement after 10 years or whatever it was. And then here we are, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Ellingham Hall and the marriage of Tom and Amy. On behalf of the staff here and the Northumberland Registration Service, we hope you all have a lovely day today and take away some very special memories that you're going to be able to share with your bride and groom for many years to come. We are here today to witness the marriage of Tom and Amy. And on their behalf, I'd like to thank everybody for travelling here today to witness their marriage vows, but also to celebrate with them. Celebrate the beginning of their new life together as husband and wife. Now, Amy and Tom, you may have fallen in love by chance, but you're here today by choice. You've chosen each other, and now you've chosen to be married to one another. And in a few moments, you'll say some vows that will show the world your love and lifelong commitment.
We've gone through life together, sharing many moments and scenes. The same primary school, 6th form, but then at 18. Amy ditched us for uni and went to Newcastle, where she met many of you here, but Hannah B got the hassle of fixing her up with Tom when they lived in the same house. But it all paid off as she's here today, watching him become her spouse. Tom and Amy have travelled as far out as Oz, where Amy met Abby, her new sister-in-laws. but making memories with friends are amongst her most important treasures. Amy has special ones with each of us that no one could measure. Whether it's camping, a girls' holiday, or a trip to London town, there's never a fuss. She's up for anything with her friends, which makes her so special to us. So now to Tom, the main man of the day. So yes, now to Tom, the main man of the day. I think you're punching. It's nothing, it's yours. Yes. Travel partners, best pals, beer pong rivals, now husband and wife. You've many adventures, arguments, and places to still explore in life. Everyone here on your wedding day wishes you both well. And in the words of Lizzo, I hope you're feeling as good as hell.
Do you, Tom, take Amy here present to be your lawful wedded wife, to be loving, loyal, and faithful to her for the rest of your lives together?
I do.
Do you, Amy, take Tom here present to be your lawful wedded husband, to be loving, loyal, and faithful to him for the rest of your lives together?
I do.
I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Thomas Edward Pyman, do take thee, Amy Jane Fletcher, to be my lawful wedded wife.
I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Amy Jane Fletcher, do take thee, Thomas Edward Pyman, to be my lawful wedded husband.
From this day forward, I promise to share my life with you,
To laugh with you, to be proud of you,
never take you for granted, always take care of you, and be faithful to you.
I promise to love you for the rest of my life.
I promise to love you for the rest of my life. This ring is a symbol of the love I have for you. I give it to you as a token, and from this day forward, we shall be as one.
So Tom and Amy, you have now both made the declarations required by law, and you've made solemn and binding promises to each other. So I ask all your friends and family here today who've witnessed this marriage to join with me and Heather in wishing you both every success, but most of all happiness in your future life together. And it therefore gives me great pleasure to say you are now united as husband and wife.
It was 2 a.m. It was February the 8th, 1992. That was when I first realised I was going to need to make a father of the bride speech. Yep, that's when she came into the world, and I started to panic. So I wondered how you go about this sort of thing, and I decided to do what all self-respecting fathers of the bride, grooms, best men do. I waited until Google was invented. And you can look anything up online, including speeches for weddings. Look, just how beautiful is she? Do you know? Google told me a few of my responsibilities were to talk about the responsibilities of a father of the bride to pass on some great advice to the bride and groom about how to make a marriage work. 38 years, 4 days, 5 hours and 22 minutes ago I was married. 38 years married, and I can tell you with all that experience, with all that knowledge, with everything, I haven't got a bloody clue. So I've had 31 years to prepare for today, but nothing actually could have prepared me for being as happy as this, to see my little girl drifting off and going into a new life. Nothing at all. I don't know what the future holds for you guys. I really don't. But what I do know is that in 38 years' time, many things will have changed. The world will have changed. Things that we just can't envisage now will be different. But the thing that I really do know is that you will still have each other's love. And I promise that you'll always have mine, and you'll always have Tracy's. So it's time for me to let my little butterfly go. She's grown up. She's gone off into the world with the man that she loves. And do you know what? I couldn't be happier with the choice. Tom, since the moment we met him, we've known that Tom was the right guy. So Tom, thank you for coming into my daughter's life. Thank you for marrying my daughter. And thank you for making her very, very happy. Amy and Tom, live long, live happy, live healthy, and live every day with love and laughter in your lives. Ladies and gentlemen, to your bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Tom Pyman. Thank you.
Well, hello everyone. It's so good to see so many of your beautiful faces here today. I wanted to actually start with a huge congratulations, and the first cheers of this speech is to you guys, because unbeknownst to most of you, you've been through a pretty rigorous selection process in order to be here today. On to Norman. A couple of apologies actually for you, Norm. The first one is from me. So my apologies for taking so long to ask for your daughter's hand in marriage. But I do know, as a Newcastle United fan, you are very used to waiting for good things to happen. What is it, 50 years, 60 years? Anyone? 60 years. But on a serious note, you two are the best in-laws I could ever ask for. You're amazing. We love you. I love you both so much. So thank you for everything you do for us. It means the world. So thank you to you both. On to my wife, to Amy. Amy, Flam, Sung, Bud. How many pet names have we had for each other over the years? But we've got 2 more now, husband and wife. I love you, Amy. Thank you for saying yes to marrying me. It's not an easy task. You are the best person I know by a country mile. You're my favourite person. You're so kind. You are beautiful. You look amazing. Your dress is fab. I'm glad I avoided all the spoilers, despite our parents' best efforts. I hope you feel amazing, because you look amazing and you deserve to feel like a queen. So you're my best friend. You make me a better person every day. I'd be totally lost without you, to be honest. And even after all these years, we still get on so well. We still get on like a house on fire. Like, we could be in an empty room, me and you just chatting, having a good time. And I'm so lucky to have found that with you. I am so happy we're married. I'm looking forward to spending the rest of my life with you. And I'm looking forward to committed to making sure for the rest of our lives we get on so well. We can still have a good time in an empty room, laughing and joking, just me and you. Amy Fletcher, Amy Pyman. Oh God, Amy Pyman. I would describe her as one of the nicest people I think I've ever met. You're funny, you make me laugh even though your jokes are rubbish, and you're just such a good person. Like you always put other people before yourself. You're a bundle of fun, and I just like spending time with you.
Oh, that's cute.
So that's what I would say to them, that they should spend some time with you.
Oh, I think.
Yeah.
I've got 2 words to describe Tom. Worky ticket. Absolute worky ticket. Who's got a ticket? What's it working? Is your ticket working? Is my ticket working?
And who doesn't? Who's working it? Who's working?
See what I mean?
Are you working?
You're working your ticket right now. But no, seriously. Funny is probably right at the top of the list, which you'll be pleased to hear that I'm saying that. Really loving, aren't you? Really loving. Always gets a bit mad with me when I'm putting other people first, because you always want to look after me, don't you? And just a good egg. Just a good person to be around, I think. I think everyone always, when they meet Tom, they're like, oh, he's just a really welcoming person. Really, really like good guy to have in any scenario, really.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
But mostly worky ticket.
That's fair. I do wind you up a lot. It's part of the package.
It is.
You always say, you ever going to stop winding me up? And the answer is no, never.